Hello! We're back with more Aviary Attorney. Um, yeah, good stuff. I don't know what else to say. Do let me know if you, whoever you are, when you stumble upon this, let me know how you got here. Why are you watching this video? What made you interested? Is it the game? Is it my beautiful, unkempt face? Let me know. Let me know what you think I could do to make the quality of this video better. You hear something funky in the audio? Tell me. I'll try to figure it out. You think that my background's cluttered? You're probably right. Maybe, but if that's important to you, let me know. I'll see if I can do something about it. Anyway, without further ado, let's get back to it. I think now that we know some... Oh, yes!
Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Landa Hagelslacks and Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate in all of Paris. I am Landa Hagelslack, the founder and owner of this establishment.
In case you didn't know or watch the previous... You should watch the previous videos. This is a narrative game. But I'm doing all the voices.
And I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Oh, lawyers, very fancy. I must say that I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but, well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story. You see, when I was a young boy, I befriended the son of a Hungarian attorney.
Falcon, you have to help me.
What is it?
The smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop.
For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. Oh, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So, are you messieurs here to buy some chocolate?
Yes.
No. We're actually here on business, monsieur. Business? First things first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct? Oh, yes. That is indeed the trademark Hagelslack wrapper for genuine Belgian Hagelslack chocolate. This was almost certainly bought from this very establishment. Excuse me. Very good. With that established, there is something else we wish to ask, Monsieur Hagelslack. Is there any chance that your produce could have been contaminated? Absolutely not, monsieur. I stand by my claim that my chocolate is the finest in all of Paris. I go to great lengths to ensure the highest quality is ensured. Any contaminations would be terrible for business, you understand. I see. Was there something else you messieurs wanted to ask?
Let's move that screen a little where it should be. Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagelslack?
I'm afraid not, messieurs. Not just because of matters of confidentiality, though that is a factor, you understand, but because I could not possibly know that.
I thought elephants never forget.
My memory is impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item. So, your memory is good, but you need further information. If we were to give you a description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you? Oh, yes, that I could probably do, monsieur. Let me think. Who to ask about?
Oh, we have a Facebook. Did the dead frog do it? No. Let's go. I don't think Severin did it. I don't think Lolarity did it. I don't think these two did it. I don't think he poisoned himself. I don't think he did it. I don't think... I can call him an ass when I'm being literal. That's a good... Yeah, I don't think they did. No. Maybe. She has some kind of involvement, but I don't think she actually did it. Some kind of involvement. Don't think he actually did it. But he's really suspect.
Have you ever served a heavy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus?
Yes, monsieur.
Alright, have you ever served... Wait! Did you just say yes?
Yes, monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago. On the 6th of January, to be precise.
Did he say or do anything suspicious?
Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow. Big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling.
A custom filling?
Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he did not bring enough for me to sample.
What does it mean, Falcon?
Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Haggleslack, do you think you could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt?
I can do you one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them from tax purposes, you must understand.
Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur?
Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial, after all.
Would you look at that thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink! I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green.
Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Haggleslack. You have been enormously helpful.
I'm glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. I shouldn't slouch to get, like, almost out of the frame. You sit upright. My chair leaning back? It was leaning back a little. It's part of why I was slouching. Okay. So. We can go back to the Canard. We can go back to the Louvre. I don't want to screw this up. I just want to see. Let's just... There's a good hint guide that gives like minimal hints that I found. Let's just have that around. It's all right. Okay. I don't know if it actually has any real effect at this point, because I think we've done everything. Let's visit the here again. At the very least, I can practice voices.
So, what are we doing today?
That was wrong.
So, what are we doing today? Playing cards until we're flat out broke?
Maybe. Let's see. Falcon and Sparrowson return to the drinking floor, but nobody appears to be interested in conversation.
Ah, the big fellow's returned. Here to play some more cards, monsieur?
Not today. No, thank you.
Alright. Well, that was a bust. Hopefully I didn't actually have anything to do with the other place. Yeah, let's go.
Let's make a move.
I'm trying to sit down a little further in my chair today and adjust my camera down a little down this way. I'll be interested in seeing how I think the video looks whenever it's done. Find out. Oh! AA office is the only place we can go. Interesting.
I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting this whole case in jeopardy. We still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre, or perhaps we should just play some cards at Le Canard, Jouet. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet.
Falcon, we need to talk.
What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized we're missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up.
So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison.
What? Well, sure. That could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
Maybe.
Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
Heh, I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago!
What the heck, Sparrowson? Sparrowson. Sparrowson! Doctor, is Sparrowson okay?
Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it is safe to say your friend is not on his deathbed.
Oh, thank God.
How did you say this happened again?
It's a long story. Lawyering occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this?
I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him.
Wait a moment. There is a matter of the bill.
We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I am one partner down.
I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands. I have no idea what made me choose that voice, but, you know.
This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this.
No idea what the voice is going to be yet. You finally found you.
Did someone say something?
Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen.
Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward.
All right, I'll step forward. But it'll be the last thing you ever see. I still don't know who was speaking. And I got thrown in the river.
Au revoir, J.J. Falcon. What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake right up. 1, 2. Did it work? Ah, Dame Cataline.
I cannot believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice. I acted all innocent, and you ate up the whole thing.
I made no mistakes. I did my duty as a lawyer.
Your duty put an innocent man on death row, Monsieur Falcon. I hope you are proud of that.
It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Cataline.
It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all your failures?
I'm not making excuses.
Failure after failure after failure.
No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow. My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too?
What? No. No. I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up.
No idea where I am. Oh, no, there. Okay. By a bridge. Oh, what voice did I do for you? It took too long off. Don't remember all the voices. This will be inconsistent, but we're just gonna roll with it.
Come on, monsieur. Wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
Wow, they really got their money's worth out of the wet JJ.
Ugh, my head. Where am I?
The Pont des Arts. You know, by the Louvre, in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the sign. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falco or something.
What time is it? Actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January, and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial! I should have been at the court assizes 10 minutes ago.
Well, you're running late, but take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding.
Maybe if I sprint it.
In your condition? That would be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes.
No time.
Wait, monsieur, at least take this before you go.
What is this? A dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle. Gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you.
I was holding this. Then, I suppose it has to be mine. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one.
Hey! Don't call me fisherman!
It is 9 o'clock. I believe it is time for the roll call.
Oh, sorry, folks. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I had to take that call. Anyway, let me get back and comfortable in my seat. Let's get back to this.
It's 9 o'clock. I believe it is time for the roll call. Is the defense not present?
Tisk. Such unprofessionalism.
If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howl and of conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I am a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served.
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I am not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You are a prosecutor. By definition, you are here to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute, but but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That is very noble of you. But if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more on this matter. I will now talk with the jury.
The defense is present, Your Honor.
You're too late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court.
Your Honor. But Your Honor.
Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
The King of France? He's here?
Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see...
You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the cases ended before it even began.
Well, the defense, he was late and,
Oh, pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with the trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right?
That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying. No objections here. Going ahead with the trial will be fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
Gah, fine. Proceed with this cursed trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder?
My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time.
I think you can skip ahead a little. Perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre.
Oh, alright, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled my new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Hal, and, well, I think you know the rest.
Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madams and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France.
Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the most trustworthiest in the kingdom, aren't I?
No doubt. I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination.
How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve!
Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material.
Alright. I think... Okay, so we're... Gotta think now. Think like a lawyer. We want to think about the poison. That's what we're hitting on. South Entrance doesn't do it. Prince of Spain doesn't do it. He died there, but he consumed it there. So let's try that. I was about to do Cocorico's voice.
Your Majesty, you said that you passed through the Salle du Tibre uneventfully.
Indeed. We stopped briefly to look at the paintings, and then moved on to the Grand Gallery.
We gotta keep this short. Let's...
Can you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle du Tibre?
What did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly.
I mean, aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already had testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. Sorry, guys. I have phlegm going on and a touch of a cold or something. Makes certain voices hard.
I have reason to believe that this is the key moment of the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly who and what he saw.
Then I suppose you'll have to proceed, Your Majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was this giant doorstop, and there was the copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else, now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Hal was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No, please continue, Your Majesty.
I think the prosecution is a little startled because he came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session.
Well, that's debatable.
To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, that mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her?
Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s.
A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was...
Dubique. Mademoiselle Signe.
Signe. That sounds familiar.
Why, yes, I think that's who it was. I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Signe.
I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signe gave chocolates to Major Hal minutes before he died.
Now, just 1 minute. I see what you are alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that gifted chocolates killed the Major. I mean, it is a dog. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial, my tail feathers.
The king just testified that Major Hal ate the chocolates. Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer.
Yes, yes! Shame on you, defense, implicating a poor, innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial.
Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was in fact poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised? The drama was just getting really good. Why did you all of a sudden go quiet? Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I do believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I think I'm not done yet. Yeah, I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty.
Very well. I am pleased that justice is being thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs. Louis Philippe did have 7 assassination attempts against his life.
Now I will deliberate with the juror. Objection!
Oh, objection! Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrows, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify about that poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note. See?
It's too late. The trial is over.
You can't be serious, Your Honor. The content of that notes could turn this entire trial on his head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor. My job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It's to ensure that justice is served.
I swear, you are the worst prosecutor in all of France.
Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpitilla Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically, we can skip that bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Follett.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I even need to question you. Between your note and the King's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something?
To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that knowing liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
Gah! So what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. The poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But, is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous. A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howe was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims?
Oh! I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help.
Crap, what was her voice? Hello.
You.
Sparrowson. Great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness.
Surprise witness?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked to call a surprise witness, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Signet, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, the court, established that Mademoiselle Signet is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right.
Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to?
I do. I accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signet as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Madame Signet. Prosecuting is my job. Of course.
I have no objections either. Please, proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
The oath?
Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good.
Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Catherine Marie Signet. I am a flower seller.
Madam Signer, Signer, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in Salle du Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big bulldog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had added poison to the chocolates.
No! That can't be right!
I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He's a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all! Falcon, say something!
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur. I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and no one else's.
Intriguing. Pretty convincing. I gained a little favor with the jury. At this point, I had... Anyway.
Well, defense, it looks like you have wormed a confession out of this murderous booty. I suppose that gets you your clients, Prince Juan, off the hook, completely off the hook. Lucky you. Shall we wrap this court session up?
No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Further questions? To what end? You've already proven your client's innocence.
I wish to uncover the truth.
You aren't here to uncover the truth. You are here to defend Prince Juan. And you have done that job with a disgusting level of diligence.
Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has admitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance?
I won't allow it.
Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness?
You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
We're gonna go with the ticket stubs.
Please, take a look at these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs.
Look at the names.
Papa and Maman.
In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe?
They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely.
Indeed. Go on, mademoiselle.
What are you two muttering about down there?
I am amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my own volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold, but I couldn't afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with a murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I loved. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
Ha! What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute, desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering.
Indeed. I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although, admittedly, this is the first time that I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proving to be fabrications born of desperation.
I have never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Signet, I would like to believe your story. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? Proof? You say the judge lent you money. Then you must have a signed contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, only later that I had to repay him.
How convenient. Of course, this supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof, because her story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Signet?
I think I do.
A link. Of course!
Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made a contract with Mademoiselle Signet in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. And that would be a receipt. I think you should take a look at this, Severin.
Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
What? What is this? What does that piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus?
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony,
that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this?
Yep. That receipt is not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years.
You can't be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase.
Indisputable. Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed the receipt.
This is absurd. You want me to go digging up court documents with your signature so that we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents.
That would be correct.
Well, it is no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have it. I already have, in my possession, proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus.
Now it'd be the pen, yeah? Because nothing else is gonna do it.
Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, that's mine. I've been looking for that thing everywhere.
I thought as much. Madams and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed.
Did I say this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken.
Save it, Your Honor. I am not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it is a rare and unusual choice of ink color. It would have I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green, and I would venture only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So, Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it? Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink.
It is certainly quite a coincidence.
No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signe, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. And then, an idiot of a man named by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Signe's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingley, and when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Signe to take the full responsibility for the crime. This is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it.
Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing you can do about any of it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I can have each and every one of you guillotined at the Palace de Austerlitz before nightfall. Place stars. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so highly. Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the Corps des Assassins. What an utterly repulsive individual. Do not touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me.
He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector.
I am not done. I am not done with any of you. You are all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The bourgeois will be slaughtered. We will have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me. Just another raving lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him.
Of course. Carry on, Inspector.
What? What happens now?
I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Cuidero, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Yay! That was a lot. That was a lot. What happens to me now? Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes. I see. I cannot argue. But, as it happens, due process was not followed during the trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law. What does that mean?
He's saying you're free to go.
Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute. Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you will have to ask the fox for details. I don't know exactly how, or exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but I also want to get away from here before, you know. before the fighting starts.
You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind.
It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too.
Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle.
But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. Then, good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over.
Wait a minute, mademoiselle. Don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess just you, me, and the fox. Right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie.
I suppose congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way that you did. It was quite a feat.
Everything went far better than I could possibly have hoped. But you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Signe to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So, why are you holding back?
You know, 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Signe. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought if a guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law, where due process was followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Signe, and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice.
You're a good lawyer, Cocorico.
Well, you're not terrible, Falcon.
I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson.
Hey, what am I doing? Still using that old accent. Of course, I mean, congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. He's a master of disguise. He uses all kinds of voices. I don't have to make him consistent. That's my excuse.
It's no big deal. We are just doing our jobs.
No. Your job ended when you... I had a thing going with him. No. Your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would have surely stumbled or caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment.
Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. This has been a strange case, but I am glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Vulpes. Before you go, something has been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job.
Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me.
Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky track record.
True, he does have a mixed record, but the family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone.
Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Vulpes. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That's fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's where we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast.
You mean the revolution the crooked judge mentioned?
Indeed. I dare say that Wolf was right.
A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up dirt on anyone, feel free to drop by my office at any time.
Dig up the dirt?
I'm a private investigator. It's what I do.
We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Volpes.
Good day, messieurs.
I'm going to get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee.
All right. Here's our thing of the... nope, we don't want to continue. That was hard on my voice with the post-nasal drip going, so that's going to be it for today. I think we're going to end up pretty long anyway. Thank you for joining me. Again, let me know what I can do to make these videos better. Am I not, like, centered enough in the camera for you? Is my lighting wrong? I mean, if you just don't like me personally, you can let me know. I can't really do too much about that. I can do a little, but not too much about that. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, thank you for joining me, even if no one ever sees this. Thank you, then, to my imaginary friends.